summary format to them and submit it to them. They'll review it. They may have like a medical provider take a look at it who works for the insurance company so they can explain the nature and extent of the injuries to them. They're looking for defenses at that point. We've played our cards right and we've shaped our vase right. We've anticipated what their defenses are going to be. So we've shaped the case to present to them with the answer to the question that we know they're going to ask. So the follow-up phone call that we make after we send a demand package is really the first place to start to find out what their thoughts are.
Allstate Farm, this is Derek.
Yeah, hey Derek, Lloyd Benedict. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You and I have got a claim together on a Johnny Parnell. I can give you a claim number if that'll help you out. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I sent you a demand package and I really want to see if you had a chance to take a look at it and get your thoughts on it at this point.
Yes, I did, and I had a few concerns. First, my insured, Mr. Dozier, says that Miss Parnell's light turned green, that she moved forward about feet and then slammed on her brakes, causing the accident. So I am placing 25% of the fault on her.
You know, I've got some additional evidence here that I'm going to go ahead and forward you that you've kind of raised some interesting questions on your concerns of this. Like one, I don't know if you realize this, but there was a security video from a business out there that captured the collision on that. By me looking at that, I can clearly see that no, that's not true. Her light was green the whole time. She never proceeded forward, and then Mr. Dozier just crashed into the rear end of her vehicle. And so he was looking down at the time. That makes that possibly he was on his cell phone. If we can't get this thing settled, I'm probably going to need to discover Mr. Dozier's cell phone records and confirm the fact that he was on his phone possibly texting. If he was, you know I'm going to be asking for punitive damages on that as well. Once you'll probably understand that we do have a case with strong evidence that we should be able to sit down and compromise and settle.
Okay, I'll take a look at that and I'll get back with you soon.
All right, Derek. Well, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
And what year was the profession of law created? Was it A, 2017 BC, B, 41 AD, or C, 936? The answer right after this break.
Over 6,337 people are injured in a car crash each day in the United States. And crash can affect your day-to-day lives from having nothing to drive to severe bodily injury. At Benedict Law Office, we are here to help you through this tragedy and get your life on track. For over 25 years, Lloyd Benedict has been successfully handling and resolving personal injury cases. If you can't come to the office, we'll meet you at your home, office, or by phone. Look us up on our website or call at 918-477-7000.
In what year was the law created? Was it A, 2017 BC, B, 41 AD, or C, 936 AD? The answer is B. In 41 AD, Roman Emperor Claudius legalized the professional law, but capped their fees to be no more than 10,000 sesterces. Just to give you a comparison, a loaf of bread back in that time cost half a sester.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone here. Stay in your lane, girl. This is not really how it works.
Okay, Lloyd. Yes. Yeah, I can be there tomorrow at 10. Okay, sure will. We'll see you then. All right.
Getting the case to the point of negotiations requires a lot of detail work, a lot of busy work at that point. We're verifying, and communicating with the client to make sure that we have all the damages, that we have the strongest evidence at that point.
When you don't have an attorney, there's all steps in the middle. People think, okay, I'm going to go to the doctor, they're going to pay my bills, and then they're going to give me some money for pain and suffering, and they don't understand all the in between. Like the case that you need to build for yourself, the evidence that you need to put forth, especially if it is a low impact soft tissue injury. That doesn't mean you're not entitled your bills paid, that just means you have to fight harder. And we already know these defenses. We deal with them every day. Every file we touch is, I mean, we can generally what they're going to say about it, and we can start to build our defense to counter theirs. And people don't know that.
All right, Johnny, this is it. The paperwork came in, and we've already talked about the figures and how this is going to work and stuff. I want to go over the paperwork with you so you understand what's going on. You know, we have a settlement summary, and this really is just kind of the figures for you, how it breaks down. And you can see the total settlement. You can see how the fees and expenses work and all the medical bills that are getting paid out of that. Do you have any questions?
This does pay Dr. Bewley, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, here's his name.
okay.
Here's his name right there, I think.
Awesome.
What'll happen is when this next document, a release of all claims, we'll get it sent to the insurance company. They'll go ahead and forward a check at that point, and I'll just have Jim give them the check instructions on it. Since Dr. Bewley has leaned on this, he actually will get a check issued separately for that, and we'll just give that check and forward it to Dr. Bewley on that. So he'll be taken care of on that. The amount that you get, the net amount you get is tax-free. You don't have to pay taxes on that.
It's free.
Something
So-
is free in this world.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions on the
No, we all wish it was more, of course, but no, it looks pretty good.
Well, I guess considering you could, you know, take it to trial and go in front of a jury and take your chances there, this does look pretty good.
I'm not gonna do that. It just prolongs it.
Yeah.
It's been so long, and Lloyd's done so much for me. I just,
He
I
has
don't
been
want to.
wonderful. I'm so
Well, thank you. It's
you.
my honor to help you out, but Debbie brings up a good point. This is your opportunity to say, no, I don't want it. I do want to go take this to trial. So this is it. And once we sign the paperwork and get it to them, that finalizes everything. But we don't know what a jury would do, though. Offer you more than that amount. They might offer you about the same. They might offer you less than that.
Less would not be good.
So
No,
who
I'm
knows?
just ready to get with Lloyd. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, this is the document that Allstate Farm has prepared on behalf of Mr. Dozier. It's a release of all claims. It's a document stating that you agree to accept this offer as full and final settlement. John, I just need you to sign and date that indicated on that.
All right.
Again, if you have any questions.
I don't have any questions. Do you?
No, I
have
think
to help me
it's
think here,
pretty
so.
straightforward. I think it's pretty
Well,
straightforward.
that's why I have you here. Sometimes I need a little help.
Okay. Well, once we get that to the insurance company, it'll take them a few days to get the check issued. Once we get the check here, I'll deposit it into the account. Takes a few days to clear, and then we'll be able to disperse the checks, as I mentioned to it. Jim, we do.
I'll take care of the notary on it
Okay.
and get it faxed over to the adjuster,
Okay.
and I'll go make copies real quick for the clients.
Awesome. And I guess we need to call Dr. Bewley and make sure that they get a lien release filed as soon as they receive payment. So you should receive an email showing that that's been satisfied, that bill's been paid on that. So, you know, I'm sure sorry that this happened. You know, the whole time, hope you felt like you've been in the loop. You've had enough information. You've certainly been one of the most cooperative clients.
You've been very helpful, Lloyd.
Yes.
I don't know what I would have done without you. I would have been lost. Thank goodness. You and my sister. I mean,
Greatly appreciated. All we've had to deal with our mom in between this too. It's a load off.
yeah. To hand Mom back to me, I'm sure, because she's been carrying the load. So
Well, it's good to have good
We
family
do.
support.
We do what we have.
I don't know what I'd do without her or you.
Well, at this point, I hope that you can maybe get life back to normal, and I hope that this you have a semblance of some normality now with things. I know Dr. Bewley said you're still going to have some issues, so you're going to always follow up with your treatments with him, and I encourage you to.
Right.
And if anything ever happens in the future, feel free to give me a call. Just whatever the case may be, whether it's personal injury or whether you've got another question. Once I'm your lawyer, I'm always your lawyer.
Awesome.
Okay, that's great.
Can't beat
Yay.
that.
Okay, I'll go stamp this and copy it.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
I felt like they gave me directive. You know, I was lost. I didn't know what to do, and he gave me direction. You know, when you're in this chaos and you're hit from behind, you don't know what to do. You're like in shock. And Lloyd directed me and told me what I needed to do, and Brittany also. a lot of informative information that helped me out and made me feel more secure in my situation.
What I want the viewers to get from this series is an understanding of what happens in the day-to-day business of a law firm. In a personal injury case environment where we represent a client, gathering evidence, learning the case, building the case, shaping it into a strong legal argument, presenting it to the insurance companies, and hopefully case. I think it's important that the viewers understand the whole process as opposed to what they maybe see on TV with a commercial with a lawyer up there saying, hey, I'll do this for you, hire me. I wanted you to see what we do, not how we do it, but what we do. And hopefully it's been entertaining as well.
His provision, His purpose for you, I promise you, it'll change your life.
Hi, Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear. Grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha ha ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Any of you gents know where I can find Doolin?
What do you want with him?
He wrote me a letter. Told me to come to this joint and ask for him.
Who are you?
Brinkley? Well, what's wrong with that?
You got a letter, let's see it.
Just a minute. I don't know whether I want to give you the letter.
I said give it to me.
Sure. You don't have to get sore.
It's my letter, all right. Go, dame. Come on, Sarah, I'll buy you a drink.
What about the money in the letter?
Later.
Yes?
Boss wants to...
I'm sorry, I can't see him right now.
Either you come out or I break this door down.
What's wrong?
Boss wants to ask you some questions. There's more than one Mrs. Brinkley. Come on.
Get your hands up.
This one is the real Mrs. Brinkley.
Yeah, it's a tough break her showing up right now, but I think everything's going to work out all right. Get over there. We got a little waiting to do.
The next morning, Marshal Gleason and I and a well-organized posse on our way to Ingalls. To avoid arousing suspicion, we were concealed in the wagon. The driver looked like any settler heading for the Cherokee outlet. We wanted to get to town and put our men in position before the fireworks started.
All right, get up. Go over there.
Go on through town, turn off that first side street. You take half the men and drop off there. I'll take the rest and hit the saloon.
Wonder what's keeping red. You stick around.